Our new report reveals that the U.S. has begun sending weapons and technical equipment to insurgents in Syria. Citing U.S. and Syrian sources, the Washington Post says the CIA has been delivering shipments of lethal aid in the past 2 weeks. Washington Post says the State Department has also sent separate shipments of vehicles and other materials to Syria, including new types of non-lethal gear, sophisticated communications equipment, and advanced combat medical kits. U.S. officials say the goal of the non-lethal assistance is to help foster cohesion among units of the armed opposition. Meanwhile, the U.S. Navy says American warships in the Mediterranean remain ready to strike hard against Syria if ordered by President Barack Obama. Retired Army General Hisham Jaber joins us via satellite from the Lebanese capital, Beirut. Mr. Jaber, welcome to the program. What will be the ramifications of arming the insurgents with the lethal assistance and equipment, quote unquote, for the already deadly situation in Syria and the security situation there?
Yeah, first of all, they cannot deny that shipping weapons and providing weapons to the insurgents in Syria was started, more than 2 years ago. Then now, since America and its allies failed to make a strike against Syria or aggression against Syria, which was prepared, as they said, to maintain kind of balance between the government regime and the opposition. Now they moved to Plan B, and they started, many days ago, to ship weapons to Syria. What are those shipments, kind of weapons? Of course, as they said, sophisticated weapons. We all know that they have been provided by many missiles against armored, like Tau and like Milan. And I think they will continue to provide the insurgent, and especially the Free Syrian Army, by missiles against armor, like Tau and like Milan, which is French, and Dragon, for example, which came from Saudi Arabia. And the Arab countries, of course, the Gulf countries, paid the price of those weapons. We do estimate that they spend more than $2 billion until today, so far, to provide weapons. Now we don't know what they are going to provide. I do believe that they will provide, maybe for the first time, air defense missiles like SAM-7 and Stinger, because they believe that the Syrian regime has superiority in the Air Force, and since they couldn't hit and strike the Air Force in Syria, they will provide, and they started to provide, the insurgent by Stingers and SAM-7. We don't know the quantity yet. We don't know who is going to take those weapons. There is no guarantee that the extremistic organization like Al-Nusra and similars will not take those weapons. And I think if those weapons will be on the hand of those organizations, I am sure that Western Bloc and America and its allied France and Britain, they will have problem with their public opinion. Now we have to see on the land, what those weapons will have any effect, on the battles. Also, we cannot also deny that they started also to provide the insurgent by communication, means, sophisticated communication means. Also, maybe they will provide them by a system which can jam the communication of the Syrian armed forces. All this, in my opinion, is very dangerous. And they didn't say, they said sophisticated weapons, but had we heard that many expressions were used like killer's weapons? What killer's weapons means? So far, I prefer to stay in sophisticated and classical weapons, not something dangerous like chemical weapons or something.
Thank you very much. Retired Army General Mr. Hisham Jaber joining us from Beirut.